right, so that's going to take us to our favorite segment, brought to you as always by One Legacy Title and Escrow in Jacksonville, Florida. Follow them on Instagram at One Legacy Florida and visit them at onelegacyflorida.com to see how they can help you with your next house closing. One Legacy Title and Escrow, because your legacy matters. This week, we, in honor of the World Baseball Classic, starting Thursday or Wednesday night, because it's in Japan, so it's still technically starting Thursday, Wednesday night Eastern time locally, but in Japan it'll be Thursday when that first game starts. In honor of that
The
starting
local
here this
time
weekend.
is tomorrow.
Thank you, Simpsons. We went with a little exercise here. We each created our all-time
USA
roster for baseball without using anyone who played for our respective favorite teams. So I can't have anyone from the Yankees. The boy can't have anyone from the Red Sox. And Kamal can't have anyone from the Orioles. And it has to be just they played for that team. So it's not like, oh, well,
career player.
I'll take Lance Berkman because he only played half a like a couple games for the Yankees. No, Lance Berkman's off the table. Can't have it. Right? So those were our criteria. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. This is kind of more your guys' wheelhouse. I also don't know what kind of direction you guys went with this. I know we agreed that we were trying to build the best team. And mine, like when I was thinking about that, I think, again, like to quote the best baseball movie of all time, like how can you not be romantic about baseball? It's hard, I think, for a lot of baseball purists to get away from, Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, like I think it's hard for a lot of people to imagine those older players playing in today's era. And so that's kind of how I evaluated my roster. Was I looked at who I wanted a team that would succeed if they were going to play in their prime tomorrow. Right. Does that make sense?
I did the same thing.
Yeah, I looked at each person as their prime. So it wasn't like,
each person in their prime. And then I tried to build a lineup that I liked.
Yeah.
Because they're right.
Do I need to have a lineup? I just have it position-wise.
I made a lineup.
I made a lineup as well. Because
I also made a whole 30-man roster. So
fucking hell.
I couldn't stop.
And coming in at assistant bench coach.
Yes. Third base coach Dino Ebel, the greatest
Joe
third base coach ever.
I didn't pick a manager, but all right, whatever. I guess I'm the manager.
That would have been
Mr. Manager. All right, so here we go. So I'll start. Starting pitcher, I went with Randy Johnson. In my mind, this was it was a coin toss between Randy Johnson and Greg Maddux. I think those are kind of the de facto ones. Just again, baseball purists, I think those are just going to be who comes out on top in this discussion. I went with Randy Johnson, not for any measurable stat that he had over Maddux. It came down to whose jersey I liked more. And I like the Diamondbacks jersey.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We talk about the we talk about the purple and teal and the pinstripes. So yeah, give me Randy Johnson.
Should have never left us.
Agreed. And then for relief pitcher, because I think you guys said you wanted to do a relief pitcher, right?
A closer, yeah.
Yeah. So for closer, I went with a Moneyball favorite. I went with Dennis Eckersley.
I knew that was yours.
I went with Dennis Eckersley.
He just played for Oakland. He didn't play during Moneyball.
He was Moneyball.
Oh, God. He was well retired by then. I'm pretty sure.
All right. So batting leadoff at shortstop, I went with Derek Jeter. I can't have Cal Ripken Jr. I went with Derek Jeter. I recognize, I posed this question to a lot of people at work, and it seemed like a lot of people that I asked that weren't Yankees fans, because, Yankees fans wouldn't have been able to pick him. A lot of people said that they would have picked A-Rod for shortstop.
Wrong. Dumb. Wrong. Those two
wrong.
Wrong.
So anyway, I have Captain America himself, the biracial angel, batting leadoff at shortstop.
Catcher, I have shot A-Rod.
Catcher, I have Joe Mauer. In batting in the 3 spot, also playing third base, I have Chipper Jones.
It's a good pick.
Okay.
Batting fourth, I got playing first base, the big hunk. Give me Frank Thomas.
More like the big
And
hunk.
she'll like it.
Yeah, she'll
she'll
like
like
it
it
too. Give me Frank Thomas. In the outfield, God, this one was very,
Yes.
very difficult.
Almost
The
impossible.
The outfield I thought was very impossible. I think there's going to be a lot of debate here. The last 2 days, I've been having a lot of debates with people about it. I went Aaron Judge batting in the 5 spot. Give me Aaron Judge in the outfield.
What
Give
position?
me,
What position in the
Right
outfield?
field.
Right field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give me Ken Griffey Jr. center field batting in the 6th spot. And then I think you guys are probably going to tear me apart for this one. I got Mookie Betts in the left field batting 7th overall.
I'm not going to tear
I
you
have
apart because
no
I
issue with
love.
that.
I have no issue with it either because this is based on what you kind of want to see. We're not necessarily picking like I'm going to take the number 1 rated WAR guy from left field, from center field, from right field. This is kind of like you constructing your USA team. I have no problem with that. Mookie Betts is so good.
I love Mookie Betts, and I also think that
Versatility as well.
Versatility, longevity, and I also think that in this particular lineup of power hitters, he's a guy who can hit for contact and get on base.
And he's got wheels.
He's batting
I have no problem.
I got him towards the bottom of the lineup, so if it swings back around, Mookie's on base, Derek Jeter can be on base, and then you have some guys that can bring him in. Second base, again, I might get torn apart for this one. Second base, batting 8th. Give me the power hitting second baseman, Chase Utley.
Beautiful.
You know how rare that is?
Do you have a good relationship with your dad? Me neither.
Me either.
Holy shit, those stickers. And then 9th, designated hitter, I got Mark McGwire. Give me Mark McGwire batting designated
In the
hitter.
9 hole?
Yeah.
Your Big Mac in the 9 hole? Goodness.
I don't think you can.
Right.
I mean, in a lineup like this, you can't really pitch around anyone. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. It's interesting.
Plus I think like with the amount of power that's on this roster, I mean, it's a pretty close swap. Like, oh, okay, I could swap him for Aaron Judge. Like, what are we gonna? You know what I mean? Like in a roster like this, like hits are not going to be hard to come by, I think, in this lineup. So I'm not really too worried about necessarily the order. But yeah, that's my lineup. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I had some guys at work submit me their lineups as well. So this was a fun one. I had a lot of fun talking about this at work.
Yeah, this is definitely really good. I had so much internal debate with who I want. So I'm going to start with my starting pitcher. My first reaction was Greg Maddux, and then I took that away, and then I said, well, I want Curt Schilling, but he played for the Red Sox, so I can't do Curt Schilling. I had thought about Randy Johnson, thought about Nolan Ryan, but I ultimately ended up with another psychopath, Max Scherzer.
There it is.
Yes.
I had to go. Prime Max Scherzer was so good and such a nut, and I need that attitude on my team. Now, question for you guys, because I paired him with a closer that is also a psycho. So, Billy Wagner.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Do I have too much psycho? But these are pitchers, so
these guys are gonna like you're gonna go to pull Scherzer and put in Wagner, and they're gonna brawl for the mound. It's gonna turn into King of the Hill.
That's what I want. I want a little edge. I want some edge, but I also need to balance that out. So in the lineup, I did have to balance out.
You need some locker room guys in there.
I need leadership. I need locker room guys. I need a little steady hand. I can't have everyone flying off the handle. So leading off in left field, I have Mike Trout, one of my favorite players ever. Prime Mike Trout is just unbelievable. Also has one of the highest OPSs ever. That's why I have him leading off. That and to leave off some of these guys to put in Trout. It does, like, I don't have Ken Griffey Jr. on my team. I'm just gonna come out and say that.
It's hard.
I know the
outfield,
really
I think,
hard.
is the hardest part. The outfield's the hardest
I will say
part.
defensively on this team, I am lacking a good amount. Not having Griffey Jr. hurts.
Yes.
But Mike Trout is a great defender. I have him in left field. Batting second, number 2, Derek Jeter. Dude wipes number 2, but I have him playing second base.
Whoa.
Yes. So I have Derek Jeter playing second base. I need him on my team. I need him in the lineup. He's the best number 2 hitter ever. I need him on this team, but I have him playing second base. He wasn't the best fielding shortstop. So this is where I kind of help out the fielding a little bit.
Okay.
So I have Jeter batting second, playing second. I have Barry Bonds at the DH batting third.
Okay.
The best hitter ever.
I mean,
steroids
human
or not,
chest muscle.
And you know what? Prime Barry Bonds on steroids. No one's checking this team for doping allegations, right? So Barry Bonds in the 3-hole. And then batting fourth, I have Willie Mays playing center field. I think he's the best. I think he's the best baseball player ever. I have to have him on this team. I think he can do everything and anything. His numbers are so absurd. Willie Mays batting fourth. Batting fifth in right field, Aaron Judge. I think I love that you put him on your team too, Kamlo, because I think he's so deserving of being an all-time great already.
Yes.
And I think he's almost underrated.
Not defensively.
With what he's done. He's
defensively,
got an missile. He's got
defensively,
a missile for an arm.
He's very good. Right. He's a well above average defensive right fielder.
What's his defensive WAR?
He's an average defensive center fielder. He's a well above average defensive right fielder.
Correct. That's why I have him in right field. Batting sixth, playing first base, Hank Aaron.
Okay.
Interesting.
I need that even kill. If you saw it with a lot of these guys, Trout, Jeter, Mays, Judge, Aaron, all steady hand, right?
Yes.
We got psychopaths on the mound. I need a little steady hand with my lineup, right?
I'm curious to see if you have a psychopath behind the plate, though.
Oh, but by the way, Kamlo, Aaron Judge is positive 2.1 WAR defensively for his career, which is elite.
Okay.
If you have positive WAR for your career defensively, because it's a cumulative stat, that's elite, especially given the fact that, so many people, their defensive WAR goes down so much as they age. But
thank you, stat team.
I digest.
Anyway, Hank Aaron, the all-time leader in home runs, going in there.
Is he?
Well, I do have the other leader in home runs, Barry Bonds. Batting seventh, playing third base. This one I did struggle with. I wanted to go about 4 different directions. I ultimately landed on Chipper Jones because he's a switch hitter. Yeah. And I have no lefties in this lineup. Mm-hmm. So I needed someone. So I ultimately went with Chipper. Also, when your name's Chipper Jones, I got throw you a nod there. His numbers are so stupid.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely ridiculous. But
second best I thought about hitter ever.
Yeah, I thought about Mike Schmidt. I thought about Scott Rowland.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What about at what point do we put Cal Raleigh in that conversation though?
Oh, he's got a long way to go.
He needs to replicate last season a couple more times?
Well, he's got to increase his batting average first off.
Yeah.
Because the thing with Mantle and Chipper is their batting averages are.
Yeah, I froze there.
What the hell is happening?
Yeah, you're still in there with your other video.
Oh, really? There's 2 of me?
2 of you.
I can't see
box. Right here.
This is great. All right, you're gone. All right, you're gone. We're good.
I actually kind of like that.
We filled the gap perfectly.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was at Chipper.
Yes.
Okay. And I was gonna say I always thought about putting Scott Rowland there, especially for defense. Brooks Robinson was on that list. Cal Ripken Jr. I was gonna move him to third. Yeah, there were a few others. I was Mike Schmidt, obviously, but I ended up ultimately landing on Chipper. Number in the 8th spot, playing catcher, Johnny Bench, because he had big hands. I mean, one of the best catchers, if not the best catcher ever.
Yeah.
So Johnny Bench in the 8th spot, and then number 9, my shortstop. Do you know where I'm going with this one?
Are you gonna say you're not gonna say Bobby Witt, are you?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Mike Bordick?
No. Ozzie Smith.
I like that.
I told you I
It's a
needed
good pull.
defense.
It's a
I
good
needed
pull.
someone. My
good
defense in
pull.
the infield is not great. I needed Ozzie Smith there to be my shortstop. That's why Jeter is playing second base and not short, because
Why
Ozzie
wouldn't you
Smith
put
is the greatest.
Why wouldn't you
defensive-
put Cal at shortstop and then come up with a different third baseman?
Because I don't think Cal is a great defender. I think
Okay.
Ozzie Smith is the best defensive shortstop ever.
Well, if you want to
And-
pull up defensive WAR though for Cal Ripken, he is if Ozzie Smith is number one, Cal Ripken is actually, believe it or not, a close second. His
Well,
defensive
I
defensive
wanted-
metrics are nuts, by the way.
Okay, well, I wanted Ozzie Smith. He
Shockingly
was-
nuts. Like
I
one of
wanted
regardless of
Ozzie.
position, top ever. One of them. Which
Hey,
asking
well, good
people
for
who
Cal.
watched him play, they're just as surprised as that because they didn't think of him as that good defensively. But his defensive WAR is insane. Let me
Well,
see if I could
All right,
find
well,
it.
good for Cal. I decided Ozzie
Cal
Smith
is
in the shortstop.
fourth, according to Baseball Reference in defensive WAR. Ozzie Smith
Oh,
is
Is he
first.
really?
All time,
Is
yes.
he fourth is crazy. Well,
Yes.
I owe
Mark
Cal an apology for that.
Mark
but
Belanger
was-
and Brooks Robinson are
Yes,
second and third.
Mark Belanger was the shortstop when Brooks Robinson was the third baseman for the Orioles. So I was literally there.
Mhm.
That side of the infield is number 2 and 3 greatest
You're not
defenders of
getting
any
anything over
position.
there.
And Andrew Jones is the highest outfielder on that list, I believe,
That's pretty
like,
cool.
which is
Yeah,
crazy. Okay,
I thought
Cal
about doing that because
Ripken-
he was
Cal
a new
Ripken
Hall of Famer.
Jr. led the league in defensive WAR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Did he really?
He had over 3 defensive WAR. 3, which is nuts in 1 year. He had over 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in his career. He had over 3 or more defensive WAR in a season.
That's crazy. I never
People
would have
sleep
guessed that.
People sleep on Cal, man.
Yeah, because he
Yes.
just looks so awkward fielding. I think that's probably what it is.
Leave my man alone. Just took him
Meanwhile,
out to do
I don't know.
something.
I want my guy doing backflips. Ozzie Smith.
That's a good one.
I think I mean he is the best defender ever, so I need him as my shortstop. That I think it's the most important defensive position. I guess maybe outside catcher, but
It's a good list. I had a feeling you were going to have Scherzer and Trout on your team.
had to.
That
Wow.
doesn't surprise me.
It did suck that I did not get to put Ted Williams.
Yeah. I mean, it sucked I couldn't put Cal Ripken on my team.
Yeah.
Sucks I couldn't make my team all Yankees.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
can't
like
put-
you probably could have.
No,
I
no
would've.
Babe Ruth, no Mickey Mantle, no Luke
Yeah,
Gehrig,
that's our
no
next-
Dimaggio,
no
no
Judge.
Jeter.
That's our next project
No
is to
Judge.
make
No
make an
Reggie
all-star
Jackson.
make an all-star team
No
based
Reggie.
up of players from our favorite team.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet. Okay, do you want my?
Yeah,
Thing.
I'm actually very excited for you.
I'll go through my entire roster, by the way, just
Oh,
for you.
Thank
All right,
God.
so on the mound starting, I have Bob Gibson. And if
Okay.
you want to hear the other stars I have, it's because I want dogs on the mound, like
other
the boys
stars?
He
said.
did a full rotation.
Oh yes,
God.
Bob Gibson starting, and then my other starters are Sandy Koufax, Max Scherzer, Greg Maddux, Vida Blue, Nolan Ryan, and Tim Wakefield, because the ability
yeah, I
to eat
get
up
that.
innings. And the
Okay.
knuckleball, yeah, it's a good wrinkle, I think, when you have all these other monsters on the mound. But yes, I,
would've
want
put-
dogs.
I would put
in-
Wakefield in the bullpen.
I had other people in the bullpen that I liked better. But yes, Bob Gibson is the dog of dogs. I mean, that guy was, yes, give me the ball. I'm up there to intimidate. You know, he was in a lot of ways Nolan Ryan before Nolan Ryan showed up. Like, you don't fuck with this guy because, you know, you mess with the bull, you can get the horns. The most intimidating presence on the mound. You know, I'm announcing my presence with authority. That is Bob Gibson. So,
Did you put Kyle Farnsworth in your bullpen
no, I didn't.
just for that?
No, I didn't, but there's some good ones. So my closing pitcher is Billy Wagner. I went with the
Yeah.
lefty coming out there. So he's my closer. And the rest of my bullpen, I have Dennis Eckersley, Pat Nashik, who you know is
Yeah,
one
I
of
know,
my
Pat
favorites,
Neshek, yeah.
who I think would be very valuable on a team like this with his funky delivery. Trevor Hoffman, Josh Hader coming from the left side, John Franco, who Kamala, your dad, played against in college, also coming from the left side. Raleigh Fingers, and then boy, this one's just for you. 2-time All-Star, lefty
Jonathan
specialist, everyday Eddie Guardado.
Everyday Eddie. Goodness
in my
gracious.
bullpen. So that.
All right.
That's,
So who's your closers? Is it Hoffman or is
I
it
said
going to
Billy
vary?
Wagner. No, it's Billy Wagner. Billy Wagner.
Okay, over Trevor Hoffman. Okay.
Yes.
You know, Trevor Hoffman does have 600 plus career saves. Just throw that out
I
there.
know that, but Billy Wagner his ERA is
2.3,
and Trevor Hoffman's like 2.8, and that may seem not like a lot, but that's a significant jump, half a earned run. So Billy Wagner, that was my deciding factor, to be honest, boy.
That was my deciding factor too.
Who was your closer?
It was Billy Wagner.
Billy Wagner, yeah. So yes, that's what I looked at is that Billy Wagner, massively underrated. The fact that he had to wait so long to get in the Hall of Fame is a disservice to him.
I believe he's from Tazewell.
Ferrum College, when they were Division III, is where he pitched at.
From Tazewell, Virginia.
Yeah,
Tazewell.
You know, he was right-handed till he like broke his hand in high school, and then just played around throwing lefty. And that's the lefty throwing. Yes, that's the lefty throwing. Oh, I've never done this before. I might as well hammer. And
didn't Michael Vick do the same thing?
Oh, that does sound vaguely familiar. Possibly. But yes, Billy Wagner from middle of nowhere, Western Virginia. Right. Now, my lineup. Leading off, I have Mike Trout, who I will put in left field.
Yeah, wow, same as me.
Batting second is Ken Griffey Jr., who's going in center field. Batting third is the greatest third baseman of all time, Mike Schmidt. You tell me, if Mike Schmidt came in here, you wouldn't have one for him? What about Von Hayes, Steve Bedrock Bedrosian?
I don't know who these characters are.
Well, no one knows who Von Hayes is. But yes, Michael Jack Schmidt is is hitting third.
That's your three hitter. That's interesting. Okay.
Number 3. Number 4, playing right field, is Josh Hamilton. Number 5,
Josh Hamilton. That's good.
Number 5, playing catcher, is Johnny Bench. Right, the best catcher ever. Number 6, in DHing, one of the most underrated players ever, because he played for just garbage teams his whole career, is Paul Molitor.
Okay.
Paul Molitor, 306 career hitter, I believe, would hit you between 10 and 20 home runs each year. Had over 200 hits, I think 4 or 5 times, including when he was like 39 years old, had 225 hits at 39. Right? You know, just consistent bat, right? Just wanted him. He was either going to lead off for me because he stole like 30 bases every year. He was going to lead off for me, or was going to put him somewhere in that middle to just get another guy who's going to put the ball in play with these guys on base, right? Number 7 in playing first base is Adam Dunn, the big donkey.
Okay.
And, you know,
that's not your DH. Who was your DH?
Paul Molitor.
Paul Molitor?
Adam Dunn was a terrible DH. But when he was playing first and right or left field, he hit like 260 or plus. So I'm not taking that away and putting him in DH where he's going to hit 190. I want 260, 40 home run Adam Dunn hitting 7th, because that approach is a contrast to Paul Molitor and a lot of the other approaches that I think it helps, because it's either going to lull the pitcher to sleep, or they're going to be so focused and being feared on Adam Dunn that it'll open up opportunities for the other people there. Right behind Adam Dunn and batting 8th is Bobby Witt, playing shortstop. And then batting 9th in second base is Chase Utley.
Let's
go. Yeah. Welcome to the club, brother.
Interesting. Yes. Bobby Witt.
Witt. Talk me through that pick.
Well, so the reason for Bobby Witt is the combination of the defense, speed, average, and power. So he has all of those things, and I think that creates a wrinkle that I wanted on the team, because it's, yes, a lot of these guys have that mix, right? But Bobby Witt, I wanted first, like the boy said, I wanted the defense at shortstop, right? So I considered Cal Ripken here very strongly. I considered Trey Turner. I did for a lot of the same reasons as Bobby Witt. But I ultimately went with Witt because I think the athletic upside is so much higher for him compared to some of the other people there, in that I thought it was more of a weapon, especially the one thing with him was his batting average. Cal Ripken, the reason I didn't pick him was actually batting average. I didn't need any more power, but Cal Ripken's career average is like 279, 278, which again, nothing wrong with that. That's exceptional. But Bobby Witt's hitting 300 plus
Much
every
smaller
year, and
sample size though.
it is. But if
Yeah,
you're one of the greats,
10 years.
you're consistent. And that if you're truly one of the greats, he's going to consistently keep doing that. The same way we saw Aaron Judge. We've seen Aaron Judge do it. So that was why I went with Bobby Witt was the higher average, to be honest with you, over Cal Ripken.
I think that might be the most surprising pick on your team, at least for me.
Agree.
And then Chase Utley, like I said,
there.
who Chase Utley is one of the greatest defensive second basemen ever. If you look at that list of all-time defensive war, Chase Utley is actually very high up there of all positions, which is crazy. So that middle infield to have Witt and Utley, I thought was dynamic in and of itself. So I wanted that, and I wanted, again, boy talked about my lineup is literally right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. Back up to the top.
Yeah,
right?
I stayed
so that
very heavy right.
That was why I did that. Now on my bench, I went with
Come on, this wasn't the assignment.
See, this is bullshit because you don't tell us to make all these things. You go, well, I did a 30-man roster, and now you're gonna hear all of it.
It's like 6 more names. You already went through enough. We went through all these names we've all said, right? So just 6 more. So on my bench, I have Juan Pierre because the designated base runner wanted the speed from the left side. Then I have Chipper
Ricky
Jones.
Henderson?
I can't pick Ricky Henderson. He played for the Yankees.
Oh.
Arguably the best year of his career was with the Yankees, so I couldn't pick him. Then I have Chipper Jones because I wanted that switch hitting bat. Third base, he played a couple years where he was the starting left fielder as well, so that played a big part into it. Then I have a couple utility guys. Ben Zobrist, again, switch hitter, plays every position. Mookie Betts, like Comlo, the reason he's there is, might go down as arguably the greatest defender ever.
He's a plug and play player.
Literally, you can put him at any position and he will be the best defender there, and you can pinch hit him for anyone on here too, right? So that was a big thing with that. Then I have Rogers Hornsby. If you don't know Rogers Hornsby,
funny name.
Well, yes, it's awesome. Go look up his baseball reference page. There is so much bolded on his page. It's insane. Rogers Hornsby played third. He played every infield position: third, short, second, and first. Believe he played second most often, and a lot of people consider him the greatest second baseman ever. Rogers Hornsby's stuff is nuts. So he was my designated infielder on the bench, and then my backup catcher / first baseman is with Comlo again, Joe Mauer. Is who I have because I wanted another bat from the left side.
Nice.
So
okay.
That's my 30-man U.S. roster.
I feel pretty good about my list now. Okay, Nick and I had a lot of overlap.
No, Comlo's list was good.
My homework paid off.
So was I think all lists were good and valid.
Yes, I agree.
It was a worthwhile exercise.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Nick, your idea to exclude players from our favorite teams, I think, was the perfect twist, because I think it ensures that it adds for more parity, and I also think that it just adds a different depth of thinking to it as well.
Yes, because
this Roger Hornsby page is crazy, by the way.
Are you looking at it? It's nuts.
I'm staring at it right now. This is fucking
literally
nuts.
Everything is bold.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the whole thing's bold.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I mean, Babe Ruth might be the only other person that's got more bold on that page.
With chicken legs.
Yep. that disease is contagious. Big sign can't be flopping and torching. Anything else before we move on?
No.
And wrap this up?